Right.
Morning.
Oh, yes, Edward. Hello. Morning, afternoon, everyone. And I see Edward's in there saying good morning and good afternoon, Edward. So we're going to do our usual thing of just talk for a couple of minutes until I see the viewer count go up, because it's still 0 at the moment. So not really sure how long it takes before you can see and hear. So we don't want to start too soon. So if you can see and hear us, just pop a question or a good morning or something in the Q&A box. That would be good, and we'll know that you're starting to come through. So and if you've got any pictures you want to tweet as well, that would be great. I saw one just now. Someone was tweeting a picture of their rush home for the hangout. Oh, great! Yo, we've got another good morning. So there's at least 2 people beamed in, which is fantastic. So, Nick, how are you today?
Yeah, it's fine, thank you. Slightly sleepy.
Slightly.
Yeah, slightly sleepy. Apart from that, fine. Yeah, looking forward to having a look at the topic 2 posts. Some people have already put things up, I've noticed.
Yes. There's some of you are way ahead of the game, which is great. Yeah, I won't start talking about that too much just yet. Right, Constance, we've got another hello. Brilliant. Hello to you. Oh, we're up to 2 viewers, so and 3 viewers, so that's great. Things are obviously starting to kick in, and now up to 5. Right, okay, I think we can probably yeah, it's going up quickly now. I think we can get started. So I was just saying to Nick, I don't think we've got really too much to cover this morning, not from our end anyway. You should by now have all got your feedback via Google, your own tables from the topic 1 task, and we just go through the same process again now for topic 2. Your that's 4 o'clock this afternoon for us. So all your topic 2 posts to be submitted by then, and then we'll crack on with another round of marking and feedback. So that'll be the pattern for the rest of the module. So please, as per normal, if you've got questions, pop them in the box. Great, I'm still seeing lots of good mornings. That's fantastic.
Morning, everyone.
Morning. Anything you wanted to say at this point, Nick? Well, we're up to 16 now, so I think people are beaming in.
Well, I mean, I think much of the feedback has been covered, as you say, in the individual feedback and in the general feedback. The ones that I marked in general for the first attempt at some of this, I thought some of them were really quite good, especially for, as I say, for the fact that perhaps many people have not been assessed in this type of way before. And of course, this first one doesn't count to the assessment, but as a good practice, I thought there was quite a lot of promise in some of them. Others, there's a little way to go yet. But overall, I thought, people seem to have generally made a lot of effort and look to be enjoying the process, and that's very pleasing.
Yeah, that's certainly something that occurred to me too. People are obviously enjoying what they're doing, which is good. Coming off the feedback on topics earlier, we turned them around in 24 hours, which I thought was actually quite an achievement, really. The standard practice is 4 weeks.
I don't think there's any physical way we can do it faster. As soon as the posts come in, we start marking, and we don't stop until we've done. So
yeah,
I'm not sure that I don't think there's actually physically any way to do it faster. As Lisa says, if you're at Southampton, you'd be waiting 4 weeks from one to the next.
Yeah, so we were actually patting ourselves on the back for that 24 hours. Actually, I think it was 22 and a half we managed, actually, which we thought was quite impressive. So no is the answer to your question. I'm sorry, we can't do it any more quickly. I mean, you haven't finished topic 2 yet, so there's still obviously time to think about anything you might want to change in your reflections. And we did say quite a lot in the Hangout yesterday, which was before the first deadline, about what we were looking for. So we're doing our best, honestly. And as Nick said, topic 1 is a practice. So you don't, if you feel that you have been harshly done by, then it doesn't actually count. And hopefully, if you've got any queries or don't understand anything after the feedback, just let us know, obviously. But hopefully, it should help you be in a good position to do well on topic 2 and beyond.
So Ryan asks, actually, on that exact note. Good morning to you and me. Can I just inquire, is the individual topic feedback grades apply our overall module grade?
Sorry, the question, I didn't quite get that.
So basically the feedback grades, not for topic 1, Ryan. Topic 1 is not part of the assessment. But for topics 2 to 5, they will form up a part of the final mark, won't they? Yes,
they do. If you look at my wonderful piece of paper here, this document that we gave you, which is the 1-page summary. Sorry, I'm just trying to hold it up to the camera. There's a little box you can see down here. This shows you the split of the marks between every topic and every part of each topic in that little grid. So you can see there where they all come from. So yes, is the answer to the question. Topic 2, 3, 4, and 5 are split equally towards your module mark. And of course, as we keep reminding you, don't forget that you have another task as well. So if you think you're ahead and you've done your topic 2s already, don't forget that the other task for this module is about developing your own profile alongside answering the set questions. So it's thinking about what you're doing differently and what you're learning and how you're applying that to your own online behaviour, either for learning or for job hunting purposes. So please don't forget that, because that's a fairly significant part of the module. But we tend to get caught up in the the sort of deadlines and the marking and the topics, and that gets forgotten. So please don't forget that. Okay, I'm just going to have a look, see if there's any more questions. Yeah, there's Ryan's. We've done that one. And I'm just seeing good mornings. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And we're up to 30 viewers, which is good. Okay, so I'm not seeing any more questions at the moment. I'm just going to share my screen a minute while you're thinking if you've got anything else to ask. Let's see, what did I want to show you? Oh, yes. From the module blog. Can you see that now?
Yep.
Great.
I can see that fine.
Okay, so we've got an interesting picture come up there on the latest topic 2 post. That's from Clinton. But this is what I wanted to look at. Yes. Patrick, will you be able to make it in time for the Hangout? There's a picture of what looks like a very rainy Singapore there. Okay, so that was 9 minutes ago. So hopefully you did, and you're there, Patrick. Oh, another picture. What's this? Nicholas. Showing some food. Well, seeing as we haven't had breakfast yet, that's really cruel.
Yeah, can you send some of that my way, please?
Yes. Well, it actually looks like empty plates. It looks like he's actually finished his breakfast.
What's in the background there?
Hang on, let's have a look. More plates, by the looks of it. Lots of plates of food.
Is it dim sum of some sort?
Don't know. Wait for more information on that one. Okay. Yeah, we've seen that one. Oh yeah, this was the one I saw before we started. It looks very very quiet there. Don't seem to be many people rushing home. Okay. And then we've got a picture of screen. Okay, so keep those pictures. Okay, Shannon's saying she's missed the first part. Okay, sorry about that, Shannon. Just have a look at it on YouTube afterwards. If you haven't really missed a great deal, we've been just talking about the usual things. But I hope you're in there now. Right, yeah, one thing I wanted to show you, that we've now got a link directly between YouTube and the blog. So underneath the Twitter stream, you'll see there's a link here to each of the Hangouts. So if you have missed anything, if you had any technical problems or you've been late beaming into the sessions, then you'll see Hangout 5, that's yesterday's. You can click to it, and then as soon as this one's finished and posted on YouTube, then that will display here as well. So all of the Hangouts you can connect to directly from the module blog. Right.
A couple of things, Lisa.
Yep.
First of all, some kind students have told us that was sushi in the background there.
Oh, okay, right.
Which is even better, as that's one of my favourite things to have for breakfast.
Okay, I'm going to stop.
We've had a couple of questions, one from or Ryan just suggesting that he is still keeping the final portfolio in mind, as per your suggestions.
Good, good.
And one from Justin, which is an interesting one. He asked, just a suggestion, can the date lines all be pushed by one day so there is more room to breathe and do more research?
No. Thank you, Justin. Nice idea, but no, you have another module starting pretty much straight away, I believe. So no, we can't change the dates. You do have, I think, time to do this, and it's exactly the same timings as we did last year. So it's certainly, I think, if we look at your feedback at the end of the module, it's something we can look at for next time, perhaps, if a lot of people feel strongly about it. But we can't actually change it in the middle of the module because we fitted everything else in around these deadlines. So at this point, we can't change that, no. And part of the task, actually, is managing the time. So for us and for you, and making sure that you can fit your work in around the set deadlines is part of making it all happen smoothly. So no, we can't change anything at this stage, but it's certainly something we can maybe look at for next time when we see how the module fits in with the other modules that you're doing. But I know we were given very set start and end points for the module because with your program as a whole.
I do like a student, however, who wants more time to think. That's always a good sign. As long as you've got lots to think about while you've got the extra time. But yeah, that was asking for more time to think is, generally speaking, a positive sign, I think.
Yes. Yes.
So thank you for your suggestion, Justin.
Okay, were there any more there that you saw, Nick?
No, not yet.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's.
They do pop up all over the place, though.
Yes.
Patrick has made it. Welcome to the Q&A, Patrick.
Yes, thanks, Patrick. We saw your tweets, so that was some real-time marketing there. Sushi, yes. Japanese food. Okay, it's interesting. Right, so I'm not seeing any more questions. That's fine. Now, was there anything else that I needed to mention? Thinks. Don't think there was. I showed you the connection to YouTube. We'll be posting your topic 3 later today. So when you finish with your topic 2 posts, you're straight into topic 3. We think you'll like that one. They all kind of build on each other. Oh yes, I know what I meant to say. One thing to think about as we're starting to move through the topics now is that you should be thinking about the connections between them. So they're not kind of totally unique, separate topics that you do one and it finishes and you start another. I mean, I know that's how it appears from the way the timetable is set out, but a lot of the issues covered in the topics are relevant as you work through. So you can be thinking all the time, for example, about the residents and visitors differences or not, and how that applies to the other topics that you study. And I think you'll notice there's some quite significant connections between topic 2 and topic 3 as well, in terms of building on the previous material. And I think as a final point in terms of managing your time, it definitely takes longer at the start because you've got issues with getting everything set up and understanding how the module works, because it's very different to what you've done before. Then everything seems to take longer. But once you've done a couple of topics and you've really got into the swing of it, then I think you'll find you can work through quite methodically, and you know what you're doing. There's a pattern you can follow, and then it should all it should all seem a lot smoother, and that you should feel as though you have more time. Do you think that's a fair comment, Nick?
Yes, I do. Certainly the technical sort of getting used to WordPress and how to run the admin dashboard obviously gets quicker and quicker as things go along. We have had another question just in from Shannon.
Okay.
Let's down my screen. Here we go. Do we have to create a LinkedIn profile as stated in the assessment guide for our final portfolio?
Yes, please. That would be good. Definitely. So if you haven't used LinkedIn before, then yes, I would definitely say that's a good thing to do. In the topic 3 notes that we'll be sending you later, one of the links is a kind of getting started with LinkedIn package. So if you have no experience with LinkedIn at this point, then that's certainly something you'll find useful. But yes, the whole point of that other assessed task, looking at your own digital presence, is to get stuck into things like LinkedIn and Twitter, and possibly other networks that might be relevant to you if you've got a particular specialist interest. So yes, definitely. I think you'll find LinkedIn extremely useful in terms of helping to build your networks and find out what's going on in your area and building your profile for a career in marketing. I should think any marketing recruitment now involves LinkedIn, certainly in my experience. So you really want to be not just there, but active and participating in LinkedIn in order to help build your profile.
Yeah, I think it would be very surprising for someone to try and attempt to get a job in that kind of area, marketing, advertising, who didn't have a well-managed profile. With the pressure on time nowadays and interviews being something which takes up a lot of time, LinkedIn and looking at a candidate's LinkedIn profiles becomes another way to narrow down your interview choices. So it becomes an essential part to getting through to that interview stage, I think. Would you agree with that, Lisa?
Yes, definitely. And also recruiters will actively seek people through LinkedIn. So even if you're not applying for a specific job, you may find that you're approached by people. And that is happening more and more. And Twitter as well. A lot of the graduate schemes now for the big corporates, they will only announce their vacancies through Twitter. So if you're not following them, then you'll miss out. You won't even know that there's an opportunity available. So you'll find this when you get into topic 3 and look at some of the links, that this is really something that's becoming more and more critical, not just for marketing jobs, for any graduate opportunities, but particularly in marketing.
We've had another question from Justin again. For our comments, can we comment on the UOS Management 2033 posts too?
Yes,
they seem to be doing the same topics around the same time as us. Yes,
please do. Thank you. I was going to mention that. Yes, specifically, they are doing topic 3 at the moment. Their timescales are different to yours because they don't do one module at a time. They do 4 modules at a time, but they're spread over the whole term. So they have 2 weeks for each of their topics, whereas you only have 2 days. But at the moment, in this week, they're doing topic 3. So tomorrow, when you start topic 3, you will be in pretty much exactly the same place as them. So yes, please do. I've told them about you, and I'm telling you about them. And I have tweeted a link which hopefully will connect both groups via the hashtag as well. So yes, please do that. That would be great.
And those comments count towards the 2 comments that need to be sort of submitted to us.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, obviously we'll need a link to your comment in the same way as normal, but it doesn't matter whether that comment is on one of your colleagues' blog posts or whether it's on one of the UK students' posts. But I would say I would only do it for topic 3 because if you comment on any of their topic 2 stuff, they've moved on from that now, so they might not necessarily see it in time to be useful to you because they finished topic 2 last week. But yeah, anything connected with topic 3, when you get to that, then it should be just as easy for you to comment and get interaction going with the UOSM students as with one of your own colleagues. And that would be really interesting to see that network building going on as well. Okay.
So we've got 2 more questions popped up. One from Ryan. After creating a LinkedIn account, can we add you guys to expand our connections? Ha ha. Hope to find a job in the UK in the future.
Yes, I mean, we'd be obvious people to add, people that you've worked with from the university, our university and your university. So yes, why not?
And on that same topic, Amelia asks, so it's compulsory to have a LinkedIn profile, question mark. If we do not have it, will it affect our final portfolio grades?
Well, I think if you've got a very strong argument for not having one, and you can replace it with something similar, because, you know, for example, there might be a particular job or activity that you intend to go into where you think there's some other network that would be more useful for you, then okay. But I don't think I've come across anyone who comes into that category yet. And we've done this module, gosh, we've been doing this module for 3 years now, twice a year in some cases. So
I wonder if Amelia might have concerns about, you know, privacy and how much of herself she puts out there. I think the reality of the situation is, though, that if you manage that properly, it becomes a tool that's useful to you, indeed essential, as Lisa was suggesting. So if you have got concerns about, you know, how much of yourself you want to put out there, hopefully this course will equip you with the skills to manage that properly.
Yes, that's right. And you can, you know, obviously it's your choice over your privacy settings, as long as we can see, or you can tell us what you've been doing with it and how useful you found it, then, you know, you can be relatively private. I mean, it's obviously there's no point in having a LinkedIn account if you're going to be totally private, but yeah, I mean, you can control how you interact and what groups you choose to participate in. I mean, I think you'll find if you go into LinkedIn and you search for marketing related groups, you'll find things in those area and things you can participate in. And I'm sure you'll find it extremely useful. I mean, it's not supposed to be just a chore that we're saying, well, you should do this for the hell of it. I think you'll find it'll be really, really useful for you. That's why we're promoting it.
Just to give you an example, I get job updates, job offers through LinkedIn by email twice or more a week. It could be 3 times a week, quite easily. Not all the jobs are entirely relevant, but some of them are extremely relevant and interesting to me. And so they contact you with jobs, you know, which saves you an awful lot of trouble finding them. We've got another question from Patrick, our man who's rushed back in the rain.
Yeah.
He says he had completely no idea that the UK students are on the same topic with us, and I might have cited a video created by one of the UK students on YouTube. Yeah. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, no, great. No, I have said before that you're very welcome, and indeed would encourage you to interact with them. And if you use any of their stuff, as long as you credit it in the usual way, say where you got it from and provide the link, that's absolutely fine. So yes, no, we'd actively encourage that.
Yeah, just make sure it's attributed properly.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so we've done that one. Right. Any more questions? Can't see any. No. Okay. Right. Well, I think we'll just sum up then, and just in case there's any more final questions to come through, or if anyone wants to say anything nice, that would be nice.
Last chance to ask.
Last chance to ask. And anything else from you, Nick?
No, from me, no. As I say, I sort of suggested that as a first try, those, you know, a good number of those posts were good. I'm looking forward to seeing the improvements in posts 2, or in topic 2. Yes,
if you've got gaps in your feedback, for example, if you didn't give us links to your comments, then all you need to do is you can actually make a comment on that document. You can't edit the document, but you can add comments to it. So you could just add a comment to the document with a link to your blog comments. And then that'll pop up in our list as being an amendment that we can then check out and have another look at. So if you think there's anything missing, then please just do that. Some people, I think, yeah, I mean, if you didn't include any sources, extra sources that you'd found, then I've left that box completely blank. Or if you didn't use any other media, then I've left that blank. But if there are things that you think, like the comments that were there, but we couldn't find, then just point that out and we'll have another look. Otherwise, just move on, take the points on board and move on to topic 2. But we certainly noticed with the UK students, the difference between their topic 1s and their topic 2 work was really quite marked. Massive improvements in topic 2. I think that's partly because obviously it starts to count then, but also hopefully the feedback's useful, and there's no tricks in this module. If you just follow the guidelines, then it should be quite straightforward.
Okay, we had a question from Kai. How do you pronounce Amelia? So there you go, Kai. Amelia. How do you pronounce it?
We can't tell because we can't hear. Yeah, no, it's Amelia. So I'm not getting any other questions, so I think we'll sign off if there's nothing else.
Yep, I can't see anything.
Nope.
Everyone seems generally happy by the looks of things. We haven't.
Yeah, some smiley faces would be nice. I'm just going to have a quick look at Twitter and see if there's anything else come through there.
Okay. Okay. What are our favourite colours? We've been asked.
Favourite colours?
Nope,
there's no other tweets.
Well, I support Arsenal, so my favourite colour is red.
Actually, my favourite colour is red as well, but that's not because it's Arsenal. Because I like red. Why do you want to know what our favourite colours are? You're not trying to guess our passwords, are you? Is this some kind of online identity check for topic 2? You're trying to find out how secure our own stuff is. I don't use red as a password, by the way. Okay.
So we've had just to conclude our Amelia discussions. It seems like the Singaporean pronunciation of at least of some would be Amelia. Some would be Amelia.
Huh.
Ours is
How are you working that out?
So the students are writing it in a way that I can understand. So the
oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
Amelia, Amelia.
Right.
Yeah, we would pronounce it with an Amelia. It's a schwa sound for any of you who study English, technically in terms of pronunciation. So it's not an A or an but an Amelia.
Gunners, yes. Gosh, Arsenal's fame has spread to Singapore.
I should hope so. Best club in the world.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing some football-related posts now. That's getting really boring. Okay. Anything we've missed? Thanks from Ryan. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. I'm sure you'll all do a good job. Don't worry.
Okay. So we will see you again tomorrow, and thanks for all your hard work so far. So we're going to sign off with a wave.
Well, have a good evening.
Yeah. Bye for now.